Hello everyone, my name is Josh Frog, and in this video I want to teach you a guide about the Lightbringer. I will be cutting this section into three parts. First is the introduction for the Lightbringer. Next I will be fighting a certain enemy. Just to showcase it. And lastly is I will be telling to you what are the equipment stats, master points, and affinities that can make the Lightbringer more powerful. Also remember that everything I said is on the list or description of the game. If you don't understand some of what I'm saying, always make sure to check the description. So let's get started. Lightbringer is actually the first. It is one of the tutorials that gave you when you have a 2 MP. You can activate 2 bars of MP, 200 MP for to make it sure. You can actually activate the Lightbringer, and this does not just not use the 2 MP but also depletes a 2 bar MP. Next is while Lightbringer is active, of course, you deal increase break damage, and enemies who die, not dies, will be added with the Soul Burst. The Lightbringer gauge depletes over time when it hits when the gauge is fully depleted. Lightbringer ends when the break gauge is fully restored. So yeah. Also take note that when you activate this, your break gauge will be full. And you can actually hold the soul shield as long as you want. But it will also deplete. The Lightbringer will also be depleted if you perform a successful soul shield. Come on, give me some bosses. Also the position of the links of the what do you call this? Of the Lightbringer is only on the right side of the command abilities. I guess I can do this anyway. So Lightbringer is basically like a limit break or other Final Fantasy world. It's called limit break, awakening, or express, or whatever Square Enix should call about the awakening. But I'm gonna activate it with the. So as you can see, I can actually use a soul shield on this one. See, I also forgot to mention that you can actually use the Lightbringer when you're on a break state. The reason why I'm using a Lightbringer is because the Chaos Cyclic Warrior. A Cyclic Warrior evocation is that when you cast the Soul of Chaos to job ability, you will be using a Lightbringer automatically. The thing is, you can actually spam this if you can fully recover your MP. But take note that it costs a lot of MP. It costs like 3 bars. But a normal Lightbringer is only 2 bars. So that's a good one. It's a simple but more powerful than you ever thought, because a Lightbringer can actually excel your gameplay, especially if you have the perfect affinities for it. But let's talk about first the equipment stats and the master point stats you can use. So there's no on the master points, but you can actually use this change special effect. Let's say this one. Where is it? Damage dealt, Lightbringer. Third one. Here are the 3 ones actually. During Lightbringer damage dealt, during Lightbringer break damage to make more break damage, and during Lightbringer break damage taken, and actually this is the one as well. Lightbringer. This is actually the 4 one. This is on 4 one. And for the master points, I think this is the same, but in the master points there is no damage taken for the Lightbringer. See, the only thing you can get Lightbringer duration and damage dealt. There's no break damage dealt and damage taken. For the affinities, of course, first is the Knight. For 100 Knight, as you can see, I don't take damage of the Knight. But take note, it is not a full invisible. The thing is, you still get hit but you don't deplete your HP. If you have a 400 assassin or any buff that says that once you get hit, it will be removed. Even if you have the 400, it will get removed. It's basically not invisible at all. It's only visible on the HP damage as well. Next will be 600 Berserker. Once you soul burst an enemy, full Lightbringer duration is free. And next will be 400 Berserker, which restore MP when your Lightbringer is active. Next will be Dragoon, 400 Dragoon if you want to increase your attack speed when you are the Lightbringer. Next is 250 Paladin. Once you're in the Lightbringer, you heal your HP. Next is Sage. 600 Sage actually complements the Lightbringer because when you're afraid to do the ailment, I think even if it is silent, you can actually use the Lightbringer and remove all the ailment. Not just that, you can also it will also heal your HP. And lastly is the 600 Cyclic Warrior, where effects of Soul Shield, Soul Burst will be activated as well when you use a Lightbringer. This is actually pretty good once you, especially if you have a stack Bahamut stack power up. Once you activate the Lightbringer, you will always gain a 1 stack of power. And using Soul Burst while Lightbringer increases Lightbringer duration. This the more this is actually pretty good for the Lightbringer, but on the Chaos Bringer it increases a little bit, and same goes with the Dimension Bringer. Gradually restores MP limit. I mean, if you have 2 bars and you have no MP, this will actually help if you want to go for Lightbringer as soon as possible. So that's about it. I want to talk about Lightbringer first, but don't worry, I will be talking about the Chaos Bringer and Dimension Bringer. I just want to focus specific Bringers because each of one of them are behave differently, and each of them have different powerful setting. So that's about it. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.